Welcome back. Chase with Shinify here, and today we're going to be talking about how I used DeepSeek AI to help me earn $12,259.37, and more importantly, how you can follow what I've been doing to hopefully earn your first sale online with AI. And if you've already made sales online before, I want to show you how you can make more with what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, inside of today's video, I'm actually going to be giving you a full free checklist of tools that you can get paid to promote with DeepSeek. And the best part about all of this is you don't have to spend any money. So don't worry about taking out your credit card or paying for a coaching call or a course or any of that. You don't have to do any of that today. In fact, all of this, including DeepSeek itself, is free because you don't even have to spend money on DeepSeek in order to get started. You can create a free account just by using a Gmail or any email really, sign in, and you can start using DeepSeek right now. And if you've never seen what DeepSeek is before, basically it's a free version of ChatGPT. And I would argue it's almost even better than ChatGPT at certain things. Now, to grab everything we're going to be talking about in today's video, all you have to do is drop a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, and I will send you access to everything in today's video for free, including the checklist, including the group, and even a few free giveaways I'm going to be throwing in for you in today's video when you drop a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. Because we're actually giving away money to people who go through our checklist and also who go and take our free AI challenge, which is inside of our Discord group, link in the description. But you can go and check out our full 8-day AI challenge. Check this out. We have a AI challenge here that you can go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 days. These are all live streams. And I basically walk you through how I earn money step by step by step over 8 days. So go check that out. It's a great challenge to go through if you've never made money online before. And it just walks you through everything you need to do to get set up. Now let's talk about what DeepSeek is. So DeepSeek is a tool or an AI, an LLM, that allows you to basically do research and prompting just like ChatGPT or Claude or any of the other AI tools you've seen out there, chat tools. And what we can do with this is we can actually start prompting it right when we sign in. So you can see here, I just signed in with a brand new account and I can start asking it questions right away. I can say, how are you? And DeepSeek can give me a response. Now, there are other features in DeepSeek like the search web and also the deep think. This gives you basically better answers. And you don't always have to keep this on, by the way. This is more for like when you want deep research on whatever you're asking the AI to give you a response on. But what we're going to be using this for is we're going to be using DeepSeek, as I said in the beginning of this video, to start promoting links. And so if you haven't seen my videos before, the way I make money is I give away free stuff. I give away free trials to different tools. So inside of this affiliate portal here, you can see I earned $12,260.43 here. That was the final payment. I guess there was $1 more there. But the way I earn this money is I sent traffic to a link like this one. And so we can actually get paid money to send traffic to links with our AI system. And DeepSeek is one of the things that we can use combined with a few other tools to start earning money. And I'm going to show you in today's video how you can combine DeepSeek with a few other free tools, and you can start creating content with AI, and you can basically start getting paid to promote links like this. So step number one, what we want to do is obviously we want to get access to DeepSeek. So you're going to go to deepseek.com and you're going to grab a free account. Step number two, after you grab a free account, is you need to grab an affiliate link. Now, again, an affiliate link is just a link with your special parameter or code at the end. And so all of the tools on that checklist I showed you earlier have those links or those parameters. You see how this one has Chase 96 at the end. This has a special letter combination at the end. This has a special combination at the end. So all of these links are affiliate links. Now, we actually need to get you your own affiliate link. And so what I would recommend is this tool right here to promote. And the reason why is because they have one of the highest commission structures out of all of the tools on this list. You don't have to go and promote them, but I think it's a great tool to promote, and it's the tool that I use to get this payout right here. It's called Go High Level. And also I use this tool every single day. It basically helps me send my emails. It helps me create my landing pages. It helps me do all my follow-up, and that's why I promote it. So in order to get a link to this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Shineify.com. You can go and enter your name and email, and you can get a 30-day free trial to the tool. And we show you how to use this, by the way, in the AI challenge. So you can go and participate in the challenge and learn how to use the tool there as well. But you just basically grab the 30-day free trial, and then once you're in your account, you will be able to get your affiliate link just by going to the affiliate portal. And the way we get there is just by logging in, clicking on affiliate portal. You can see with this tool, I've made $144,000 total, which is a lot of money. But again, this is just one of the tools I promote. I actually promote multiple tools. And so what I can do is I can copy this link. You see how it has my code at the end? So anytime somebody clicks on this link, it gets registered in my dashboard as a click. And if they sign up for a free trial, it gets registered as a referral. And then if they end up paying 30 days from now, they turn into a customer. Okay. Now remember, this is optional. I'm just showing you one way to do this. People watch my videos and they say, well, I don't want to sign up for the trial. I don't want to, do this or that. You don't have to. I'm just showing you one way to do this. Okay. That's why there's 400 different tools on the checklist. That's why there's 130 videos that you can go through. Nothing that I tell you is mandatory. Everything that I show you is optional. And again, I'm not here to sell you anything. This is just what I do. And if you want to pick up a free trial to one of these tools, you can, but it's completely optional. There's plenty of tools that I use that you don't have to use. Okay. That's why we have this checklist of, the video tool I use, the scheduling tool I use, the text to speech tool I use, but they're all completely optional. And if you're going to use the tools and you want to support the channel, right? That's how I am able to do what I do for free. You can go and use these links. But if you don't want to use the links, you don't want to support the channel, you don't have to. You can go straight to the website. I wouldn't get any money for it. Okay. So just remember, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just teaching you what I do. And if you want to follow what I do and you want to use the tools, go ahead. All right. So now that you have a link, you're going to save that in your notepad. Okay. So I'm going to save my link. Let's just say right here. All right, now that we have an affiliate link, what we can do is we can start sending traffic to that link. Now, one of the ways you could send traffic to that link is you could just start messaging that link out to people. So you could just go and send that to somebody and say, hey, do you need a CRM? Do you need an email tool? Do you need a landing page builder? Go grab this tool, okay? And you can give them a trial to the tool for free. Now that's going to take a long time, right? For you to go and send this message to thousands of people manually. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to basically use AI to help us create content that will distribute these links for us. And the way we do that is we use another tool, which again, completely optional. But by the way, all these links are in the description of this video. When you go to the links, these companies are also doing giveaways. So if you go to Shineify.com, you get entered to win the $1,500 cash giveaway they're doing. If you go to the other tool, which is Spotter, below this video in the description, they're doing a giveaway to California. So you get a trip to California. They're also doing an iPhone giveaway on top of it. And all you have to do is just go grab a free trial and follow the instructions. You just have to submit an idea to them, which is really easy. I'll show you how to do it in the dashboard. But a lot of these companies, by the way, they actually do giveaways. So you can get paid to promote their giveaways. And so that's what's really awesome about this, is that when you start distributing your links, you have the ability to not only give away the trials to the tools that are on this checklist, but when they're doing giveaways, you can also incentivize people to grab the trials, because then they get entered to win stuff. Okay. So you get paid basically to give away free stuff like the trials, but also whatever things they're doing to incentivize those free trials, if that makes sense. And so these two companies right here are both doing giveaways right now, and you can be a part of them. Just go by going and signing up for the trials, but you can also get the affiliate links and give away the trials as well. Anyways, if we go to Spotter here, when we click on submit your ideas, grab an account, it's a 14-day free trial. By the way, people get always hung up on this tool because of the fact that you have to have a YouTube video on your channel to be able to use it. All you have to do to put a YouTube video on your channel is just take like a 10-second video with your phone and upload it. And then once you're in the tool, you can delete the video. But if you don't have any videos on your channel, it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to make like a real legit video. You could just make a quick video, get into your account, and then now that you're in, you can delete it, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to something called outliers. And this is where a lot of the related videos that your audience also watches, this is where they're all located. And this will actually automatically give you ideas for content that you can create that will do well. So for example, I saw that this video on DeepSeek, wherever it went, there was a video on DeepSeek that did really well. So I was like, oh my gosh, DeepSeek's doing really well right now. I should go and make a video on that as well. And so I can click on this video and I can watch it and I can see what it's about. But ultimately, all I really need to do is just click on the snipping tool here, copy this image, and then I can go paste this into DeepSeek. And DeepSeek can help me come up with ideas for my own video. So I can say, analyze this thumbnail, this video, and give me 10 ideas for my own video. Okay, so now it's going to give us ideas. And also, one of the things about Spotter I'm going to show you really quick here while this is loading is there is AI actually built into Spotter as well. So if I click on brainstorm here, it'll take the original idea and it'll give me more ideas based on that. So that's kind of cool because this just gives me a quick way to kind of like brainstorm and figure out what works, what doesn't work. But again, if you just want to do everything for free and you don't have to worry about paying for a tool, you can use DeepSeek for free right now to basically do something very similar. So based on the content of the video titled DeepSeek, how to make $997 a day using DeepSeek AI and Google Books, here are 10 ideas. So boom, it's giving me all these ideas, and I can also tell it to deep think, and I can say, think about that again, and give me better ideas around DeepSeek itself. And so now it's going to take the output and it's going to actually give it a deeper thought around what we just asked it, right? So it says, okay, let me try to figure out how to approach this. The user initially asked for 10 video ideas based on a provided transcript. I gave them some general ideas, but now they want better ideas. So you can see it's talking to itself here, which is kind of cool because originally when it just gives me an output that I don't like, I can have it take that output and I can say, listen, I'm not really happy with that. Can you think about that more? And now it's giving me a different output based on the DeepThink R1 model. So DeepSeek AI's hidden features, tools you didn't know could make 1K a day. So boom, that's probably a better title. And so you can see pretty quickly how this free tool, this free AI model can give you a lot of ideas and a lot of help for creating content, so that when you go decide to make content and you start sending traffic to the links that you get, those affiliate links, it's going to be a lot easier for you to basically do all of the heavy lifting, which is coming up with the ideas. I'm going to show you in a second how to create the thumbnails. And pretty much once all of this is done, you're not going to really have to do anything except maybe some editing, okay? Because you can actually choose whether you want to do the videos yourself like I'm doing, or if you want AI to actually do the videos for you as well. And I'll show you how to do that. So anyways, we got DeepSeek AI's hidden feature. So we're gonna choose that one. We're gonna say, okay, we like this one. So we're gonna turn off the deep think here, and we're gonna say we like this title. Now I need a thumbnail prompt for this video. And so if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I use a tool called Replicate to help me generate my thumbnails. And if you haven't set up Replicate for yourself yet, I highly recommend it. What you can do with this tool is you can actually train the tool on images of yourself, and you can generate AI images of you. So this is an AI generated image of me based on images that I submitted to it. And I talk about how to set all this stuff up, by the way, in the AI challenge. That's why I recommend you join our free challenge, because I teach you how to make the thumbnails. I teach you how to do the editing. I teach you everything for free. And you can go through this whole challenge. And again, you can win prizes. You get the trials. You get all kinds of cool stuff. And you're ultimately going to hopefully make your first sale with what I teach you inside of all of this. So here we go. We're going to take the thing that DeepSeek gives us here. It says create a futuristic thumbnail with a glowing neon blue and purple background featuring circuit board patterns. So we're going to copy all of that into Replicate, which is our AI image generation tool. And we're going to click on run. What's up, everybody in the chat, by the way? Dude making bank. Thank you, Zenchi. I actually used to make more money when I gave everything, when I didn't give everything away for free, when I sold stuff. So I had a month a couple years ago where I made like 300 grand in a month, and then I decided to start giving away everything for free. Now I do about maybe 50 to 60K a month, depending on what I'm promoting. In December or January, sorry, I had a month where I made $100,000 just off of one affiliate, and then I made like another 50 on top of that. So the months kind of go up and down depending on how much I want to work. A lot of the stuff I've been doing recently has been, less involved. So I haven't been making as much money. And so that's what's really cool about this system, by the way, guys, is you can kind of choose how much money you want to make. Do you want to go out and, create content every day with AI? Or do you want to just do it every now and then, make a little bit less? You can kind of determine how much effort you want to put into this. But ideally, the more effort you put in, the more you get out of it, right? All right, so the image generation is almost done. You can see we got DeepSeek's AI hidden feature, DeepSeek AI's hidden features. Boom. So this is kind of a cool thumbnail here. There we go. We got an image. Now, I didn't choose to put me in here, right? But if I wanted to, I could say, can you put a man named Chaser into the image? And the reason why I say Chaser instead of my name, which is Chase, is because your image generator is trained on a trigger word. And so when you set up Replicate, which again, you can learn how to do inside of our AI challenge, you set a trigger word for your model. And every time you say that trigger word, your model will generate an image of whoever you're specifying. Okay, so here we go. We got a different output from DeepSeek. And again, if I want a better output, I can click on Deep Think here, and I can say, give me a better output. And I have done some testing. I do think that when you do the Deep Think, the prompt that it gives you for your thumbnails actually is a little bit better. So we're going to just test this one here, and you can kind of play around with this. What you'll find is that as you start to use AI and DeepSeek and whatever you're using, any of these tools, the more you're going to start to realize that these different tools and these different pieces of technology that you're using, they end up becoming more of employees for you, and you still have to manage the employees. And so you still have to make sure that, this thing looks good and that this thing is getting done right. And so instead of you being the person that's doing things all the time, you end up being the person that is more controlling what the outputs look like, and you're more creating the prompting for the thing. And so again, if you're starting out and you're doing everything yourself, right? Let's say you're creating a thumbnail yourself, or you're, creating a script yourself, or you're doing anything yourself, anything that's on the computer, anything that's manual, responding to an email or sending an email, all of that can be automated. And so your job is to go figure out which tools, which technologies you want to use to help you get those things done. But yes, you still have to learn those things. You still have to go and understand, okay, what buttons do I need to click on? How do I prompt the thing to give me the right output? So don't think that AI is going to solve all your problems overnight. You still have to go in and learn stuff. So here we go. Now we have us in the image here, DeepSeek AI's hidden features. Okay, so cool. We like this image, or we like this image. Okay, so we'll choose one of these. Let's just say we like this one. And now we can actually save that image, and now we have a thumbnail. So we have a thumbnail and a title. So we have our title, thumbnail. And now we can create our video or our content, okay? And so to create our content, what we can do is we can say, now create an intro for my video. And you can determine, by the way, do you want to do a short form video, like a video under a minute? Do you want to do a long form video, anything over a minute? You can kind of determine what kind of content you want to create, but it's ultimately up to you. And by the way, inside of our challenge, I show you the different ways to create content, whether you're creating it yourself and recording a video, whether you're using AI to do the text to speech, whether you're using, CapCut or a different editing tool to start throwing everything together. I show you how to do all of this. So by the end of the challenge, you should be able to do everything that we're talking about in today's video. So here we go. It says 8 to 10 seconds, futuristic electronic beat with glitch sounds. So now all we have to do is follow the instructions that it gives us. And all of this, by the way, there is a tool for. So music, right? If I want to go generate a song for this, I can go over to suno.com or suno.ai. I can click on create, and I can feed that prompt that DeepSeek gave us to Suno to create us that song for our video. And then what I can start doing is I can go to CapCut, and I can start editing all of this together. And so I hope you see what's happening here, right? All we're doing is we're just taking what the AI is telling us, and we're just employing tools or other technologies to help us build that thing based on the output that we're getting. And you can do this every single day, right? If you spend an hour a day doing this and you were consistent at it, you could create a lot of progress very quickly. You could start getting a lot of views. You can start getting a lot of leads, people signing up for the things that you're promoting. And how do I know this? Because I see people doing it every single day. We have tons and tons of people that are actually going out and doing this. If you don't believe me, go join the community. Go check out the daily wins here. You can see tons and tons of people inside of our group going out and doing stuff every single day, getting their first sale, getting their first follower, getting their first view. Okay, so don't take my word for it. Go check the group. So now that we have our music generated, let me show you what this sounds like. Let me just turn on my audio here so you can hear this. Now, by the way, we actually selected lyrics included, and because this is a YouTube video, we probably want to make it an instrumental. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Suno. We're going to click on instrumental here and click on create. Doreen, what's good? Good to see you. Toast, how you doing? Lots of people in the chat right now. Beetle, how we doing? Good to see you. Eat healthy. How's it going? And again, while we're waiting for this to generate, remember, these are all live streams. If you're watching the replay, that's fine too. You still learn stuff. But if you want to be part of the live streams and hang out and chat and interact with us, I don't know of many people that go live as much as we do, at least in this space. And so make sure you join the lives. Drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, because when you do, you can get notified for when we do these lives, and you can be a part of these. All right. So anyways, I think we got our instrumental here now. Let's go ahead and see what this sounds like. I like it. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, I went deep down the rabbit hole with this whole AI music thing, and I actually created an album on Spotify. And I made money with these songs. I got ads that I was paid for with these songs, not on Spotify, but on YouTube. But either way, look at this. There's a whole music album I made, and I don't promote it or anything, so there's only like 6 monthly listeners, I guess, but still cool that, you can go out and generate all this music, and then you'll end up having it for your videos. So when you go and make videos later, you have this. So anyways, we can download one of these songs. Let's just click on download. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head over to CapCut, which again is the tool I show you how to use inside of our free AI challenge. We're going to grab that song there, that MP3 file, and throw it into CapCut here. All right. And now we have this music, and we can start creating our video based on what DeepSeek's telling us to do. And so we can literally just ask DeepSeek to help us go viral, and it's going to give us all the instructions, and we just have to follow those instructions. And obviously we have to know how to follow them, right? We need to know what tools to use and everything. But overall, like, if you can just follow these instructions every day and just learn what the AI is telling you to do, there you go. All right, so here we go. It says The Hook, a cyberpunk cityscape with neon skyscrapers. Okay, so I can copy that, and I can head over back to replicate. And again, depending on whether or not I'm making a long form video or a short form video, I can choose the dimensions in the image generator that I'm using. So if I paste this all in here, I can choose the aspect ratio. So do I want it to be 1:1, which is the Instagram dimensions? Do I want it to be 16:9, which is the YouTube dimensions? Let's just say we're making a long form video. So we're going to click on run. And now this is going to generate us our first image for our video. And as far as the text to speech goes, I can take the script that it gives us, which is want to make $1,000 a day with AI, and I can start feeding this into my text-to-speech tool, which I use 11 Labs. Again, free trials to all this stuff if you want to go to the links in the description, if you want to support the channel, completely optional. But I can go to 11 Labs, and I can start using this tool, which I think is probably one of the best text-to-speech tools right now on the market. And I can even clone my own voice into this tool if I want to use my own voice by going to the instant voice cloning. If you go here, you can actually clone your own voice. But I'm just going to click on generate with the default voice I have here.
Want to make $1,000 per day with AI.
Then I can download it, drag it into CapCut, boom. All right, and now we have the music with the voice. So let me just play that so you can hear it. Oh, I just realized the volume's a little bit loud, so we're going to turn it down here.
Want to make $1,000 per day with AI.
Anyways, so there we go. Now we have that, and then we can actually then do captions, because DeepSeek actually tells us here to add captions over the video, text overlay. And then the cool thing about CapCut is there's actually a auto captions feature. If I click on the captions up here, and then I click on generate, it'll generate me the captions based on the AI voice I put in there. So you can see how quickly this is all coming together. And in literally probably under an hour, if I do this, I will have a video, whatever video I want to create, whether it's a long form, short form. And also you can just use AI to help you create the first part of the video as the introduction. And then if you want to, you can just record the rest of the video like you're watching right now. There are so many different ways you can do this, okay? And by the way, you can also hire people to do this for you. I was actually paying somebody for a little while to go and make me videos like this every day, and I was making money with them. So whether you hire somebody and outsource, and you want to spend a little bit of money to have somebody else do it and run the AI and do all this, or you want to do it yourself, you can choose. Do you have more time or do you have more money? All right, so here we go. Now we have the captions here. I can add effects, and remember, all of this is in the AI challenge. So if you're confused, you feel like I'm going fast here, that's what the challenge is for. So that way I break down all of this step by step for you. So anyways, there we go. We're going to go and just play this so you can see this.
Want to make $1,000 per day with AI.
So now we have the intro, okay? And then we just keep following the rest of this, right? Let's see what the image looks like. There's the city landscape that it talked about. So we'll save that image and throw it in there. And there's another tool you can use. I show you to do this in the challenge as well, but you can actually turn this city landscape into a video using another tool called Gen 3. And there are so many tools out there, guys. Like, trust me, I mean, you could go absolutely insane going and trying to learn all these tools. That's why I say, you know, do one thing at a time, learn one thing at a time. You don't have to go ham. You can if you want to, right? But you can go deep down the rabbit hole here. So anyways, we can take that image that we just got, drag it into Gen 3 by Runway ML, and I can go and say city landscape, cars, moving, lights glowing. And this will go and generate me a video of that thing. Okay. And I can also do short form dimensions there as well if I wanted to do a short form video. So it's going to generate that, but let me just show you what this looks like with just the image here.
Want to make $1,000 per day with AI.
Okay, there we go. And then once we have that video, it'll be moving, so it'll seem a little bit more entertaining. This is what the output looks like. That's pretty cool there. Looks a lot more interesting than just the image, right? So we'll drag that in. But do you see what I'm saying here? Like how easy all of this kind of comes together once you learn it. And what you're actually going to be able to do once you learn all of this stuff. Let me play this now. Oh, did I disable the audio for the voice here? I might have accidentally done that. Let me actually bring this back up. If you ever accidentally delete anything, you can always do a Control Z and it'll fix whatever you deleted. But let's go ahead and enlarge that. And I'm just doing this really quick just to show you guys what's possible. So let me press play here.
Want to make $1,000 per day with AI.
And by the way, you can see that the I comes after the A. If we put a backspace on that, it's probably going to fix it. But anyways, all I'm trying to show you guys is what's possible. You can go out and start taking the prompts, right, that DeepSeek gives you, and then you can determine whether or not you want to make a fully generated AI video like I just showed you, or you can decide if you want to do it, you know, yourself, like how I'm doing it. And I say in the challenge, by the way, if you guys haven't gone through it yet, I'll just tell you, I say in the challenge that sometimes it's easier just to use AI to help you build like your title, your thumbnail, and your intro, and for you to just go and do it yourself, like I'm doing right now. Could I go and spend an hour or two to go and generate this video and edit it together? Yes, I could. Could I have somebody else do it and I just pay them to do it for me? Yes, I could. But for me, sometimes it's nicer to just wake up, you know, go to the gym, drink some caffeine, and then just use AI to help me with what I need to get done, but I just do it myself. I just go out and I power out a video like you're watching right now. You know, I get my emails done for the day. In fact, the emails that I wrote today were all done with DeepSeek. So I needed to send out an email today. And again, if you know anything about what I do and you watch any of my videos, you'll know that I send out emails pretty much every single day. And so today I sent out an email about the giveaways that we're doing, the challenge that we're doing, everything that we're doing, because I try to, you know, keep people updated with what we're doing here. And I had AI help me write the email. And I literally just took what I was doing, right? Like here's where you get this tool. Here's where you get the, how you enter the giveaway. And I had DeepSeek help me basically take everything that I wanted it to say. And then what I also can do, by the way, is I can morph whatever I'm doing day by day, right? So if I have an email that I sent today about, a giveaway, and then I need another email for tomorrow, what I can do is I can take the first email, right? So let's say I did an email about the stream today, which I did. I'll actually show you this right here. Check this out. Here's the email I wrote for today, or I didn't even write this, DeepSeek wrote it. And I can say, okay, this was today's email. It is now tomorrow. Let's just assume today is tomorrow. It is now tomorrow. Can you write me an email for tomorrow? Write me the next email. Only highlighting the giveaway. Let's say I'm not going to do a video today. I just want them to go to the giveaway, but I'm not going to be doing a video. So there we go. It's going to do the deep think. Again, I have deep think selected. You don't have to do that. If you want a better output, it just takes a little bit longer. Joe says, isn't the result of all of this kind of a pyramid scheme? Make videos that make money out of teaching other. Well, no, because you don't actually have to do videos on making money. You could do videos on, how to use DeepSeek, how to, like if we go to Spotter, let me show you this. And I go look up, like, for example, this video, China's AI agent Manus is insane. So this is a new piece of technology that just came out. I could do a video on Manus, or you could do a video on Manus, either of us. It doesn't have to be about making money. It could just be talking about the technology, right? But as you're doing content, right, you can do sponsorships, or, you can say, by the way, if you're interested in AI, go check this out or that out. You don't have to go and create tutorials. You can create news type videos. You can create, what we're talking about here, you can use to create anything, and you could even promote anything. Like, you don't have to go and even talk about AI. You could talk about real estate. You could talk about anything that you can create content on. So anyways, we're going to go back to DeepSeek here, and here we go. Here's the new email. And so I can actually schedule this out in advance, because let's say I don't want to work tomorrow. Let's say I want to just play video games all day, which I might do. What can I do? Well, I can take all of this, everything that DeepSeek just gave me, and I can head to my email tool, which again, I use high level, and you can use whatever you want. I always tell everybody, listen, you don't have to do what I'm talking about. You can go do your own thing. Don't feel obligated to follow what I'm talking about. Let me go to a test account here just so you can see this with just a test account. So we're going to select our emails. Let's say we have 2 leads, or maybe you have 1,000 leads, right? Hopefully, once you go into the AI challenge and follow it, you'll have your first 100, 200, 300 leads that you can start sending messages or emails to every day. But I can go and click on send email here, and then I can paste this in. Boom, there's my email. And if I want to schedule this out for tomorrow, I can select send a scheduled time, and I'll just say, let's say it's tomorrow at 1 p.m. And now this is scheduled to send, okay? And so my point is that you can decide how much you want to do, right? Do you want to leave it at doing a long form? Do you want to do a short form as well? Do you want to do, image posts? Inside of the challenge, I show you how to go and do image posts. I show you how to do text-based posts. There's so many different types of content you can do every day. And there's so many different platforms you can target. And so it's up to you on what you want to do. I show you inside of the challenge to mainly focus on YouTube and Facebook when you start. But if you want to focus on more than that, you can. But I'm just showing you what's possible, okay? Ultimately, you want to use AI as an assistant or as an employee. You don't want to rely too heavily on AI to do everything for you, because what ends up happening? Well, you realize that some things you're going to have to actually do yourself, right? Or you're going to have to pay somebody to do it. It's like a computer. A computer will run all day. It'll do automated tasks, but you still have to decide what you want to use it for. Okay. And so if you want to use it to go and promote content, if you want to use it to go and send emails, like, you choose what you want to do. And there you go. But that's how I make money. I do this pretty much every single day. I find trending content, just like you're watching right now. I find trending content. I go and remake it, or I try to create a version of what I saw was working well. I use AI to help assist in pretty much everything, sending my emails, creating my scripts, creating my intros, my thumbnails, everything. And this is basically all I do. I do this every single day. And, sometimes, like I said, I will edit the videos myself, like what you just saw on CapCut. And sometimes I'll hire people. But at the end of the day, I'm pushing content every single day, and I'm just following this system. So hopefully you got some value from today's video. Again, if you want to follow our full AI challenge, you can go check out our playlist on YouTube. Just go click on our playlist here. Just go to Shineify on YouTube, click on playlist, click on the Shineify AI challenge, and just go through the challenge and learn how to do all of this. So that's it. Other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and we'll see you all very soon. Until we do, happy money making. We'll see you next time. Bye.